Hello, my name is Luis, and today I'm going to interview Mr. Jordi Cano about the topic on ethics. Mr. Cano, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Alright, what do you think about ethics?
What I think about ethics is well, it actually really depends on which subject or which part of ethics you're talking about. We talk about scholarly ethics, about citing some work from an author that you got your work from, or a reference you got it from. You have to cite it directly in your work, in your essay, in your project, what you have to do, so we can give them credit. That's ethical. There's also ethics on morality, things like that, such as cloning a human being. That's something that would be unethical, in my opinion.
Alright, okay. What's your opinion on ethical problems amongst students?
Well, like I just mentioned earlier in the previous question you asked me, I think it's important among students because as an institution, as a student of a prestigious institution such as the one we go to, Tech of Monterey, I think it's important because when we take our studies somewhere else, take it abroad to England, Europe, China, or whatever, and we commit some type of fraud or type of something we don't cite our materials properly, that's gonna make our institution look bad. It's gonna make us look bad, and then worst of all, we're gonna get kicked out of school because it's illegal.
Alright, okay. How do you apply ethics in your daily life?
I apply ethics by basically I apply it just by the things I've learned. I've learned the things I've learned from my experiences, the things I've learned from reading, or the things I've learned from somebody teaching me or my parents teaching me. I apply it by being nice to people. Thinking beyond of what I just see. You gotta think beyond the surface. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta see why are you acting like it. You gotta ask more questions. You can't just go out of your random thoughts. So before I actually speak my opinion on something, I like to get like informed about it first. I don't like talking about a subject I don't know about. So I just speak by my experiences and what I know and what I believe to be correct.
Okay, so do you think ethics is important?
Yeah, I think it is important.
Okay, okay. What do you think the world would be like if there was not ethics?
If there wasn't any ethics in this world, then our world would be like hell. There would be no control, there would be no respect, there would be no compassion, there wouldn't be anything. People would be more individualistic than they are now. They would be very selfish, and we would just do what we would like to do, and that's not what we're sent down here to do. Ethically, we would say that we have to be nice to our neighbors. We have to do things that are good for our environment, clean the air, pollution, things like that. If there was no ethics in this world, people wouldn't care about our environment. People wouldn't care about your mother. Wouldn't care about what is going on in the other worlds, in Iraq, in Syria, in China, and all things like that. So our world would be hell, chaos, complete destruction if
Yes,
there wasn't the
you're right. All right, okay. Do you think that there will be anything justifiable enough to break any ethical type of law?
anything justifiable enough,
Yeah.
justifiable enough. I'm sorry. I think that there would be, and that the only reason would be knowledge to learn something. We have to take risks. We have to take, we have to just risk. Life's a risk. For you to learn something, you have to risk something. And that's where we are now in technology. We have to risk a bunch of time, reading, our lives, just to get ahead in the world. We have to advance. Things you have to sacrifice things. Sacrifice. Nothing's for free in this world. Nothing's ever going to be for free. Nobody lied to you. So I think the only thing that would be justifiable enough would be wisdom and advancement in your country or your region or whatever you're from, just so you could get better. So I think that's the only thing that would be justifiable enough to break the ethics laws, any laws of ethics. There isn't.
Okay, okay. Finally, what could you do to enforce ethics in schools?
To enforce ethics in schools, the first thing I would do is educate the population. Educate the population, beginning with the little kids, beginning with the babies. Beginning with the babies, they're the ones that are going to change the world. Because people now that are in the 30s, 40s, they're still stuck with the mentality, whether we like it or not, they're still stuck in the mentality from back in the 1970s, 40 years back in the dinosaur age. That's not cool. We gotta educate the kids now and teach them what's important about the problems that's facing the world. Not about any minuscule thing, any insignificant stuff. I'm talking about stuff that's really important in this world. Such as the wars, about hunger, about poverty, about pollution, and about our food, and about the terroristic threats that are out there, and all the dangers that our world has. So, education. That's how I would enforce it. Education.
All right. It is that's it. Thank you, Mr. Cano.
Thank you.